Hello everyone, today I'm gonna try to explain Torchlight Infinite for PoE2 players. So let's start from the very beginning, which is the character creation. Everything that matters in Torchlight in the creation of your character is what hero traits they have, and you check that by clicking the view details. For me it was pretty tedious to read all of these, and I didn't really want to see which is the best of them, so I just decided to pick by looks, and that's pretty much it for me. Like, you're gonna get some cutscenes depending on which ones you click. But when I saw Thea, I was instantly into that site and the colors, so that's how I picked my one. Turned out to be a pretty decent pick. I got a bit sad and bought a skin after I realized that I have to use one-handed weapons and there is no way I'm gonna be using the site for looks, so I had to keep with my new skin. At first, that was one of the biggest issues for me. How do I unlock more energy to unlock those slots? Is this only with level and stuff? But no, at start it's only with level, but later on you get gear with energy, which will give you much more energy for all the support skills, for your main skills, etc, etc. But most of it comes from the gear, but at start all of it comes only from your levels, unless you're lucky, and during one of the treasure troves you're gonna drop the body armor that gives you massive energy for that level, that is. I'm not 100% sure about it, but for me it seems like you will not be able to have as much energy as to activate every single slot, so you're gonna have to cherry pick it, and the ones that are grayed out are the ones that don't work on the certain skill, or there is no energy enough. Like, I reverted the energy here and kept the skill, since sometimes I swap around and the skill will become just available. It's just chilling there. To say more about the skills, well, they are pretty similar as in most of those kind of games. We have Blink, which simply gives you blinking ability. You just teleport straight up. You have like cooldown reduction for it. You have like buffs after you use it. Additional cooldown recovery here as well. You have additional stack from this one. Just typical Blink stuff that you can imagine from PoE. We also have curses, same stuff as you have in PoE. We can make them AoE around you. We can make them cast on, which is the activation medium preparation. You have many of these activation mediums. I have one like called the rhythm that activates it on like the closest target, but does not support all of them skills. So like, also we can have two curses only if we have a modifier that lets us having two curses, because by baseline it's like in PoE locked to one, but you can have a soul candle like here, which is like the empowering item that will let you have one more. You can have a Pactspirit that will allow you this, or other type of stuff like talent slates, but about that a bit later. Most damage amplifiers like this one, which is a DOT, all of that type of stuff like on hit and crits and stuff like this works the same way like in PoE. Therefore, like DOT cannot crit, DOT is not a hit, so that all applies the same way. So you won't have to worry about it that much. Just the only difference is here, when we have plus damage, that's the additive, and whenever we have additional damage, that's the multiplicative damage. But about all the possible modifiers for your damage, the game does actually a great job of introducing new players to it via the reward system and all the possible things to be done here, like the journey and everything. It shows you like all possible legendary slates, or like everything in the game. This kind of guides you through it. So you get like the Pactspirits, the pets pulls for it, and all other rewards by just playing the game, and the game just showing you what kind of stuff you can get to enhance your build. Even the part of mapping and Atlas is very similar. All we do is go here, we open our maps, we choose the tiers here. I'm currently on the Profound Time Mark 8. I defeated the main boss to unlock the deep space, but I didn't really try anything there yet. And some of the time marks from 7 and 8, they have smaller versions of the time marks to increase the difficulty. And every single time you do a boss there, you get a point towards your void chart, which is the same as Atlas, and it's working the same way. Like, with you wanna go towards Rogue Exiles or something, well, that's the same stuff here. You can go for Tarot. Like, for me, I'm still kinda new, so I'm checking it all out, but that's why I'm also making this video, because I really wish someone explained it in PoE words. And that's pretty simple. Like, you have this Atlas. Here's loot, here's for items, here's for priceless. Those are the game mods from the previous seasons, and that's pretty much it. You have like the biggest talents that are very few of them, and they give you buff with a debuff, and that's like from killing the main boss. You got those points, but yeah, those are like 4 out of those is just all you really need. And rest is depending what you want, more drop quantity, more rarity, same stuff as you have in PoE. And for those who like complex builds, well, this game offers you very, very multi-layered complex builds. Like you have several plates of talents, you have like perks for the talent slates you have, and you also have this Statue of the New Gods that you put those slates in here. I'll give you one of the included here points as extra, like the main core of my build, which is the max channeled stacks, and I stack that so far because it's quite cheap well, the big pedigree of gods that give you the main talents here. This is very expensive, especially if you have the good ones. So I just, for now, keep those in. And well, I have 4 with the channel, and I have 2 for like the related to my kind of DOT build, that reaping is like, it reaps a certain amount of time off of the dot, dealing it instantly. So I have 2 of the slates here for that. And the rest is for more channels, but I plan to keep with max channel stacks everywhere I can. Once I get some currency, and the currency is so much better because mostly you just pay with 1 currency with Flame Elementium for everything else, but well, the prices just get to 30k, but that's not big of a deal. But the best part of the game is probably the trade house. But before I go over the trade house, I can just say one thing: the improvements when you do to your build, they are so huge and so easily to be felt, and the best part of it all is you can simply just start the dummy encounter here to see the differences in every build. Like you can instantly check if something's better than the other thing, because you're just gonna have the dummy standing here and tanking the damage, showing you your survival, your DPS, and that is just purely amazing. This is what I wish every kind of this game had, that training dummy. It's so important to me because I love to make builds, and this is really, really important to have, and that's just beautiful to have. You can also have pets that are called Pactspirits here that greatly increase your damage overall, and they are guaranteed to be pulled off once you do stuff every season, like let's say the Supreme Showdown for bosses. But I got all the Pactspirits I needed before I even done the first pull outside of this guy, because for killing Time Mark 8 Traveler, which was pretty easy, you get the first chest with guaranteed one, and this guy was in it, so I picked this guy in. This one I keep only to get the another curse, because I can't get it easily anywhere else without losing much. And this is the one I was pulling for, which like you get a lot free pulls, and on top of that you pick your spirit that you want to get. So that one has the highest possibility to be rolled, and I just rolled like I think 2 times 10 each for free with what I got from like completing the journey that introduces you to the game. And I put her, and that gives me another max channel stacks, which is like one of the best modifiers to the build. So that's pretty pog. And they also have their talent, and you can get an item that changes those talents, like this one. Like original effect was additional damage taken from cursed enemies, because I changed it on different one that I was using at the time. But I didn't remove it because I can live without that a little bit more defense, and I don't have to buy new ones, so I just kept those because they were pretty cheap. And well, that's another layer of how can you change your builds. This one's also changed because original effect was cast speed, so for channeling it's not really useful, so this is replaced, and I don't think this Pactspirit will ever be replaced in my particular build. And this guy also just gives me like main thing for the build to make me do more damage, which is the reaping cooldown recovery, because that reaping has a cooldown. So that's another part of your build, but at first it seems like you have to pay a lot to get those, but it's not true. It's pretty easy to obtain. The problem is to level them up to 6, because when I rolled for this guy, this girl, I kept getting this one, so that's why he's level 6. And this is just a random one I never wanted, so that's why he's level 2. But the main ones, I never got a duplicate, and that's how you level it. You have to get a duplicate one. There's one more thing that feels literally the same like it's in PoE, which is corruption. You just have easier view on it from like new player perspective, and that's corrosion. And you already know what it is, it's corruption. You have it stated what you're gonna get by just clicking on those. You can check, and you have like better version of it with higher chance to get the middle roll, but it's more expensive in terms of like more rare material to use it. And it upgrades 2 suffixes by 1 or 2 tiers, so you can get like tier 0, like the highest roll. This one can like add something to the gear. This one can like reroll the values, so just like corruption. This one can upgrade it by 2 tiers and turn the gear into corroded. Some versions of this make it untradeable, so some of them don't. Like it's stated here that it binds the gear, And that is essentially the typical corruption that I usually get. Other than breaking the gear, this just makes nothing, just binds the gear to you. So that's pretty much similar mechanic outside of the fact that it just completely binds this stuff to you. But you have one more alternative here, very similar to it. It's just limited. You have the limit stated here, 3 out of 3, which is like dream interpretation on your items. And here you have like all the possible outcomes. Whenever you put an item here, it's like more specified what you can get on it. And it also puts like a negative on it. But you can also corrupt it, corrode it on top of it. But Torchlight doesn't really end on mapping and Outlaws, because you have so many different gameplay modes. Like here, you have Eterna, and all of them have like different types of talent slits, like here. This is the best one, I think, because I could just buy the pages of Eterna that are required, so I have literally everything here, and they are pretty cheap. And that's what I was farming for the longest part. And you just collect those slates here to build a city, cover the nodes. You can add, after you have the talents, 3 extra tiles, 1 without the talents, of course. And to connect it all, like the yellow ones are like highlighted that they are connected. And you just collect killing monsters to get the key and open the rewards. I think it's one of the best modes overall to farm, because you can get some currency at the start and buy so many pages to boost your stuff up. But after you're done, you just reset and you start building it again. And you can build it with higher level or a lower level. It depends like how you feel like, how your gear is. So like you can use lower level material or just the higher level material to start it. And then you can build it with 4 tiles, which is harder to connect but gets double the rewards. And this is more tiles, easier to connect, but single time reward. And that's one of my favorites. And my second favorite is the mists here. They give me crazy rewards so far. And same as the previous one, you have the talents here for it. You get rewards as more you explore. You get a lot of free letters, because those you can't really get from Trade House, but you get a lot of those. So later on, you just use them to empower your starting run. And that stuff gives you so much rewards. I just love to do it. Like, first time I did it, I got so much currency that I just made it favorite. The same with like the Eterna City. I made it my favorite because the first playthroughs on them, I got so much currency that how can I just dislike it? And these 2 modes are basically where you get candles, which is from the Eterna. The candles are really powerful. They give you support to your main skill. They give you channel links and support to your main skill. And this gives you like different skills, enhancements like this, mind control, magnificent. And well, it's just so nice. I don't know why, but I really like those like tile sets, explore them and just do them. This is some painting. I did it like a couple of times and I decided I don't really like it. So I wanted to really be able to tell you much about it. But that's another gameplay that you can do. And so many more. Like here, you get cards, you replace them for different rewards, like currency or pedigree of gods. Here you have a guy that upgrades, but now like everything is from your window here. You just click on an item, upgrade, and you get to the upgrade. And about the upgrading, there is a very important thing to be said about it. Like in PoE, you would rather buy an item than craft an item for most people, but in Torchlight, I highly recommend to craft your own items, do not buy them. Here, crafting is broken. It's so easy, so broken, like you really should not bother to buy items, but craft them instead. Because if you get up to 85 item level item, maybe I get one in my chest, let me see. This is corroded, so I cannot change anything on it. 88, 86... Oh, let's get this one. So for the starter player, like you just craft it with 1 elementium and... Oh wait, it's level 89. My bad. I looked at the required level instead. 86. Oh, I don't have anything low. Here's 85, but corroded. No way, I don't have anything to show. Oh, I have an amulet. Perfecto. So... like, all you do is, like, maybe you need resistances, maybe not, but you can do autocraft if you have enough emblems. And for sub 86, so from 80 up to 85, the crafting is really cheap. So all you do is autocraft, you pick, like, you want erosion resistance on tier 2, and you just press it and you wait. And it's so much easier Oh, done. Tier 2. And that's it. You can just craft it yourself if you wanna slow or you wanna cherry pick. Or what I do at start is I always fill first every single slot first, so I like either get what I want on some tier, or I remove the possibility of other thing rolling, because if we have erosion here, it won't pop up here. So you have like less things popping up. I don't know if it's really that good of a tactic, but that's what I do, and I think it's a good tactic. So that's what I do when I craft. And crafting wins buying items 10 out of 10. Every time I sell the items, I'm like, after I use them, after I crafted them, I'm like, dudes, people are really buying this for 200 FE when I crafted it with like 15 max worth of it. So craft your items, don't buy them. And it's also so easy to see if you crafted your item properly, because you just click on it and you see the ranges. Like you see the ranges, of course, also here from what to what. And it shows you what highest tier the item can achieve. And when you click here, it tells you that if you want an ultimate affix, you need to get a level 100 item level 100 item to get the ultimate affix, and that's when it gets really expensive to craft. You get advanced, you need different emblem for it, more currency, but for advanced it also shows you everything you can get on it, which is just beautiful. It's the best crafting, like compared to PoE, where you rather buy all of your items. Here you want to craft your all items, all of them. But if you don't know what to craft, if you don't know what to play, that's the best thing also about this part. If you don't know what to do, what to craft, all you do is click here and you go pro builds, quick builds, you find like MC Thea, which is the mind control, or maybe you want split shot, then you find split shot. That's pretty simple, right? Like you just go into this build, you press apply all, and then it's gonna give you like an overlay of what you should use from that build. Like those things in like the circle with a star, that's what recommended on the build. And it shows you here what number of points it's recommended. So here is your number, here's the number recommended, and that's pretty much all. Like quick build, you can also go into those quick builds, like here, the one I'm using, and you just can go here, check all the gear what rolls are here, check all the pacts, click on the magnifying glass thingy to expand it, to check the pact page. You can just check everything here, like what slates they are using, everything, like everything, the candles, talents, Pactspirits, traits, everything is checkable here. And on top of that, when you apply it, it shows you this one small overlay. So that's just beautiful. And basically another thing that's really similar to PoE2, and for me it's even more similar than it should be, to be fair. We go here, we open drop filters, and we can download recommended loot filters, or set to what stage, to what hero, or we can make one of the official ones, mid, late, early game, make your own one. And the best thing is what I'm using, is I'm using someone else's drop filter that has PoE2 sounds. So like whenever you hear that iconic divine drop, well, that's applied here to a divine worth of an item. So this is just so nice. As a big PoE fan, I just love that it's so similar, but the amount of quality of life in this game is so much more that I just wish that the next patch in PoE2 can like somehow replace me this feeling, because this, like, just wait till you see the trade house part. Also, one of the best things about Torchlight is the fact that they have trade house in-game. You just click this, and you're in trade house. And the way it works is just wonderful, because you don't have to worry about like legendaries that have different possible rolls on them, not always the fixed one, like you have like pool of the possibilities to roll on them. You just go to advanced, you find like chaotic ending is an example ring that can have all of those possible rolls, like barrier, blur, armor, but many other, and they are all listed here. And on top of that, if you click on that, you can search it by the tiers, which makes the whole trade thing so much simpler. You just press it to search for you, and you have like all with what you want. You can put those like twice to check if there is one existing with 2 or 3 armor rolls per tenacity, and since that item is just rolling randomly those things, it can have them. So, and I know this only because of this trade house. It's one of the best designs for trade house I have ever seen. So I think I covered most things for now. For anything else, you can ask me in the comments if you want. And I hope you really liked and enjoyed the video. If you did, you can leave a like, comment, share, subscribe. And as always, see you on the next video.